Yeah, we'll do this one first. Actually, just sad. It's a Penguins video.
Do you think the video was frozen? I bet you did, you gullible idiot. Your weakness offends me. Me blowing a raspberry right there may have even startled you, and if that's the case, you absolutely make me sick, you fool. Let this be an important lesson to you. Don't trust anything. Not even yourself. Your eyes told you one thing, but the truth was very different. They played a trick on you, those lying. So stay alert. Stay vigilant. Stay safe. But anyway, the video might not be frozen, but I certainly was frozen in disbelief at the picture I looked at earlier today, and that disbelief soon turned to disgust as I cannonballed into a never-ending rabbit hole of degeneracy. And I thought it was interesting, so I figured, let's talk about it. So Ruby Rose is a very popular individual right now, and she posted this on Twitter today. I ran into my #1 spender on OnlyFans, and we are blessed with two.
That's like terrifying. That's like utterly terrifying. If you're an OnlyFans girl and you run into your #1 spender, that motherfucker is obsessed with you.
On the left, it is Ruby Rose posing with her #1 piggy
Does that say 42 grand a month?
bank dumper. Now let's.
Oh! $62,000 a month. What shit is he buying?
62,000 clams. Now, if I may for a moment, I'm going to channel my inner method actor here and do an impression for you. This is his financial advisor upon checking his credit card statements.
Oh my God. Yo, imagine actually talking to your financial advisor and they're like, dude, you've spent like 100 grand on OnlyFans last month. And he's like, yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm the next Jim Carrey. What can I say? 62,000 doubloons he has spent in presumably 1 month on her OnlyFans, I think. I think that's how it works. I don't know if you can spend money on someone's OnlyFans without also being subscribed. So I think he is speed running bankruptcy through OnlyFans purchases.
No way he accidentally ran into her. Can I say that? What are the odds?
Man's making George Santos look like a small fry. This is wildness. Now let's go back to just the tweet itself. I ran into my #1 spender on OnlyFans, Miss Rose.
Dude, like where are they? It looks like they're at a hair salon. Am I wrong? Like that, not that chair. No, dude, I can't tell.
One spender on OnlyFans, Miss Rose. I have breaking news. You did not just run into this guy by pure accident. This was not happenstance, a coincidence. It's a twist of fate. This man absolutely went out of his way to find you and run into you. So while it may have been an accident on your part, perhaps, that you happened to run into him, this was a calculated maneuver from him, I have no doubt. I can already just see him in the bathroom mirror doing his hands like this, scheming. Okay, I know.
God, you know what's... I mean, this is like a similar scenario, but not really at all. Who's that one guy that's always with David Dobrik? Yeah, who am I thinking of? It's not Jason Nash. Jonah, David Dobrik. Jonah, I'm pretty sure I saw... Jesus Christ. When you Google him. Do y'all know who this is? The guy that's always with David Dobrik, or used to be always with David Dobrik. I think it was on a podcast. It might have been him. I think it was him. I think it was on a podcast, and he said that he told David like 6 years after they were like filming videos together that he planned their interaction. Like he knew he was gonna be somewhere and went, and in his mind was like, I'm gonna be so entertaining to David that he's gonna film me, and when he films me, I'm gonna be in his videos. And then it worked.
I'll introduce myself. And then, at the end of the day, dude spends 62 grand and doesn't even get a hug in the picture. There is no contact between the two of them in this photograph there. She is still, wisely, keeping her distance from this guy. Not even like a hover hand or anything at all. But I'm not his dad or anything. I'm not going to go over and slap the wiener out of his hand. If he wants to spend $62,000 on OnlyFans, all power to him. But you have to wonder, what does he do to be able to afford $62,000 on a single person's OnlyFans? So I tried to find the scoop, and I didn't have to search very long or very hard because people also were very curious, and found a lot of information on him. So,
Dude, he has to be a multi-millionaire.
allegedly,
Or
he
just stupidly financially irresponsible.
is a crypto millionaire. He hit it big in the crypto boom, and that's where he got most of his money from, allegedly. I can't 100% confirm.
Dude, like any guy that invested in Bitcoin in like the early 2010s, like did you guys see the one guy that lost like $400 million of Bitcoin because he used it to buy a pizza one day? Jeremy Sturdivant. On May of 2010, Laszlo Hanyeks paid Jeremy Sturdivant 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 Papa John's pizzas to deliver them to his house. It's widely celebrated because it's viewed as the first use of Bitcoin in a commercial transaction. But 1 Bitcoin to USD. 1 Bitcoin today is worth $39,000.
From that, and then the most interesting discovery occurred up there with like finding the One Piece. They found out that this guy is most likely the same guy from MTV's True Life I'm Addicted to Porn.
This is crazy. For many years, the same dude is on True Life I'm Addicted to Porn.
And they found this image here. His shirt goes Insano style, by the way. It says "Born for Porn," which I believe should just be a crime, like a charge, if you just wear that in general. But anyway, logically it made sense. Someone spending $62,000 on OnlyFans, a single OnlyFans model, is absolutely addicted to porn in some way. And it seems like, through this evidence, he may have been addicted to porn for quite a long time. So, I went to the archives. I went to watch the episode itself.
Oh God, hold up. I gotta scan this. All right, it should be fine.
But it's on Hulu, season 12, episode
It's on Hulu?
His name is Brandon. He was 26 years old at the time of filming in 2009. So his meat has not known a night of peace in over a decade now. Since 2009, he has been non-stop playing the skin flute, a symphony to the...
Did they have corn in 2009? I mean, I was 7, so I wasn't really knowing about that then, but I feel like that would have been like CDs and shit. No, it was probably the start of like the big internet craze of that stuff. But I feel like early 2000s, I mean that's late 2000s, but I feel like early 2000s would have been like discs and shit.
Tune of porn that never ends. The porn industry has got his scrotum in a death grip and it has not let go. Now, the True Life episode has Brandon talk about his addiction, and addiction in all of its forms is an extremely sad thing, and porn addiction is a legitimate...
Magazines? Well, yeah, magazines and discs, but I mean, those were around since like the 90s or the 80s, probably.
Illness. It's a real thing. And Brandon talks about how it's affected his real-life relationships, and also, it's kind of led him to have this inability to focus on things that are important, like getting a job. There's like a little chunk of time dedicated to his job search, where he spends 30 minutes going through Craigslist looking for job listings, and then after 30 minutes, he just starts watching porn for 2 hours. And he says that he watches porn between 5 to 10 hours a day. 5 to 10 hours a day watching porn. That is an incomprehensibly outrageous amount.
That is like mind-numbing. 5 to 10 hours. I stream for like 4 hours a day. That'd be like watching the Joe Bart stream, but it's just corn, and then watching it for another hour to 5 hours after that.
And it doesn't seem like he's gotten any better considering how much he is spending on just one OnlyFans model. Now, I'm not big dumb idiot enough to believe everything MTV shows. A lot of it is probably fabricated, exaggerated, and all that. But it's worth mentioning at the end of the episode, things are looking up for Brandon. There's the big come to Jesus moment where he's like, you know what? Porn is a problem. It's gotta go. Time to scram. Get out of town. No more porn. Time to get my life together. And the episode ends with him getting a part-time job working in a bar. And I don't know if any of that was real or not, but it doesn't seem like a whole lot has changed when it comes to Brandon's relationship with pornography, considering how much money he is currently spending on one OnlyFans model. It seems like the only thing that has improved for Brandon since that episode in 2009 is his financial situation. He was struggling to get a job then. I don't know if he has a job now, but he certainly does have a lot of disposable income, it appears. But anyway, as I mentioned, addiction in any of its forms is a horrible thing, so I do legitimately feel bad for him. And also, this isn't even where the rabbit hole ends on this guy. also seems like he was friends with Juice World. He recorded at least 2 videos
What?
like this, and it seems like they must have known each other, unless Brandon happened to have broken into Juice
WRLD gave me that CBD lit.
Unless Brandon happened to have broken into Juice WRLD's place and then filmed these TikToks. I think they're TikToks. Obviously, this has nothing to do with the OnlyFans spending, but just another really weird tidbit of lore around this guy. But anyway, I think the important takeaway here is don't be like Brandon. Yes, he may have potentially hit it big with crypto, but it seems like the only things he's spending that money on is OnlyFans, and I would assume...
God, and he's probably burning through his fortune. Because, like, even if you're a crypto whale, dude, if he has, like, $10 million, but he's spending an obscene amount every month, like, he's probably losing money. Salt shaker for the 17 months.
Other porn avenues. Like, that seems to be where all of that goes towards. I really don't know how long he can do that for. He is very much a porn addict. Even the shirt he's wearing in the picture with Ruby Rose says, "If I die, delete browser history." Porn has become his entire personality. Like, it's like his whole...
Yo, wouldn't you get bored of it, though? Like, even if you have an addiction, man. I mean, if you're watching that shit for fucking 8 hours a day. Fuck, man. I feel like eventually you're like, nah.
Doing what we did last year at Mana, where we're raising money for the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. Last year we raised over $110,000. It was an incredible series of...
Wait, what the fuck is happening right now? He's talking about charity? What happened?
And that's just not healthy at all. But you know what is healthy? Helping others. So this holiday season, we're doing what we did last year at Mana, where we're raising money for the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. Last year we raised over $110,000. It was an incredible series of streams that we did, and this year we're looking to do it again, but adding a few new things, such as these sticker packs. So this one's obviously me, this one is Jimmy here, and this is, of course, GB. So myself, GB, and Jimmy are doing Mana Impact, and raising money for the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation, which is an organization that aims to alleviate the suffering caused from mental illnesses through awarding grants that will help lead to breakthrough research. And it's just an overall great organization. So again, if you're looking to help support in any way, there's a link in the description below, and $10 or more gets you the cute stickers.
Y'all literally actually shout this link. Hold up. Yo, W Charlie, dude, at the end there, a little fucking shout. We'll spam the link here. We'll spam the link there in the chat.